I think that this is Reva Stein. I'm now retired. I know I don't look retired at the moment, but I have, and I've turned over, and the board of the coalition has turned over the leadership of the Mass Clubhouse Coalition to Tom Coppinger, who is doing an excellent, amazing job. But I wanted to say about this event that this is, I think, the 28th time that the Mass Clubhouse Coalition has done this event. And and I think it's our 25th time at the State House. The last 3 years, we've done our event on Zoom. And this event is about employment. And there's only once that we have honored a legislator as the coalition. Usually our legislators are helping us honor our companies and our employers, which is also true today. And I thought that this was the first time that we've ever honored a legislator, but it turns out that we also honored you in 2015.
She's special.
I wanted to say about Representative Balser that many of our legislators have stepped up to the plate and helped clubhouses survive during hard times, thrive. We've got an excellent Department of Mental Health commissioner. You know, we're in a really good place right now, and hopefully no more emergency 9C cuts will be coming down the path for us. And our legislators have really stepped up to the plate when that has happened. So I want to say about Representative Balser, who is the representative for Elliott House, and along with Representative Khan, who's also stepped up to the plate for us many, many, many times. But I wanted to say that Representative Balser has been an outstanding champion and leader for improving mental health and addiction services and access to services. And during her 24 years of service as a state representative, and I believe that you are getting ready to step down in retirement too. And I just want to say, if I was still, I'd be so missing you. So
I'm just following you.
Because a number of us are retiring on to other creative and interesting pursuits. But Representative Balser was the first clinical psychologist to ever serve in the Massachusetts State House. She was the first House chair of the Joint Committee on what was then called the Mental Health and Substance Abuse Committee, and she served for 2 terms. I think that committee is now the Joint Committee on Mental Health, Recovery, and Substance Use. But it was an important committee, and it was first formed, and you were the first chair of that committee. Excellent leadership, amazing leadership. She's so helped clubhouses. When we were on the chopping block, and the Department of Mental Health never wanted to cut clubhouses. Sometimes there are 9C emergency cuts happen, and sometimes we have new leadership that don't really know about clubhouses yet, and it takes us a while to educate them and to show them who we are. And when that has happened, Representative Balser twice filed amendments for us that helped to restore $3 million in funding that would not have happened if she had not successfully filed that amendment, and our other legislators supported it, and it went through the Senate, and the governor signed it. So we're really grateful for that leadership, and it took a lot to make that happen and be successful.
Yeah.
I was in Elliott House when she brought in former Congressman Patrick Kennedy, who was
Joe Kennedy,
sorry, to educate him about clubhouses when he was in Congress, and she has served for 24 years. And it is my honor to present this Excellence in Leadership Award to Representative Ruth Balser.
I mainly appreciate the partnership we've had over the years. First of all, Reva Stein, who, as I said at her retirement party, she is a community organizer par excellence. Reva just knows how to do it, knows how to organize people to advocate for really important issues, and there's no more important issue than this, the work of the Clubhouse Coalition and supporting people with mental health challenges. So Reva, thank you. Also shout out to Don Hughes, who I've worked with since back in the 1980s and 90s when I was on the Newton Board of Aldermen. And I see Vicki Bravia, I see lots of people with whom I've worked on mental health issues over all these years. Just know, I am a clinical psychologist by profession. I love to brag about the fact that I was the first psychologist to ever serve in the legislature. And it was important to me to draw on what I knew from my work and try to work with my colleagues on those very, very important issues. And it's just been, it was always a pleasure to work with the Clubhouse Coalition and with the Department of Mental Health. And I thank you very much, and I congratulate all of you for continuing to do the work, this very, very important work. Thank you all.